Today we are going to talk about Chippendale Rescue Rangers, its history, the Nintendo Entertainment System Classic, and the new movie. This is Kristen Steps with Steps Gaming, and if you haven't yet, please remember to subscribe, and if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let's get started on Rescue Rangers.
Maybe this is a case for the Rescue Rangers.
The original Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers cartoon came fresh off the success of Ducktales on the Disney afternoon for Disney. They were looking for a new series, and Tad Stones, a storybook artist, and Alan Zaslav created the Rescue Rangers. And you could see that the original version of the Rescue Rangers was quite different than what it finally was. We have a mouse as the main character, Kit Colby, dressed like Indiana Jones, and you can see he looks just like Chip did. Gadget, Zipper, Monterey Jack are all there, except we have a chameleon and another type of insect of some kind. It was Michael Eisner, Disney CEO, who suggested that they switch characters to Chip and Dale. And here we'll see that Indiana Jones was the inspiration for Chip's outfit, as well as Magnum P.I. for Dale.
Hey, what's a big idea? You make a book, you can tip us all the way over and make us fall. Just jealous because I better you did. Don't be ridiculous, you little curveball. You just stay put.
It's only a dream. It's only a dream.
That's right, little pooch. It's only a dream. Seemed like it anyway. 1990 was a gigantic success, spawning lunchboxes, Nintendo games, even birthday cakes. The NES game, released in 1990, was a smash success for Capcom, gracing the cover of Nintendo Power and being number 4 all-time in Capcom's Nintendo sales list. Rescue Rangers for the NES was the second Capcom-developed Disney game, and was produced by Tokuro Fujiwara, who previously worked on Mega Man 2 and Ghosts and Goblins. And here you could see the object of the game. You could either be Chip and or Dale, and if it's a two-player mode, player 1 is Chip and player 2 is Dale. You pick up items such as boxes and apples and throw them at the enemies, such as these robot dogs, and try to collect these flower cards, which lead to extra lives. And you gotta progress through the level by throwing the boxes and, like I said, the apples at these enemies, and to the end of the level where you will eventually meet a boss. Pretty simple gameplay, very reminiscent of Super Mario Bros. 2 for the NES. Okay, so here's one of the few appearances of Monterey Jack in the game. He breaks through that fence there so you can get to the boss. And here's kind of like Deja Vu, very Mega Man-esque, except obviously more like Mario 2. It's like Mega Man meets Mario 2, and your object is, on most of these bosses here, is to grab this red ball, throw it up at the enemy in their vulnerable spot, and hit them 5 times to complete the enemy. And then you get to these bonus levels here, where it's very much like the regular level. You just pick up some boxes and grab some items. Okay, so another common theme you will see here with the boss is that not only do you throw the red ball at the vulnerable spot, which at this point is the flashing red lights, is also sometimes you'll see these like balls almost fall down like rain that you kind of gotta avoid. And then once you do that, throw the ball and again hit them 5 times and beat the level.
How do you do that?
Golly, there's gotta be an explanation.
Sorcery.
Okay, so I want to talk about the world map real quick. When you start the game, you beat the first level, Zone 0, you get a chance to choose kind of your path, and you can see that you could skip some levels, which is nice. You don't have to defeat them all. But at the same point, what's the point? Why not make us just go through all the levels? Do we really need a map? And then after you get through the first map, you think you're about done with the game because you save Gadget, then there's 3 more levels, and it gets its own map. And so, yeah, so the map is kind of pointless, but it's there. Okay, so here you can see after defeating the first map, we drop down into the second map, and then we're in these much harder levels at this point. Now the game is really overall fairly easy. Same gameplay we saw in the first levels, just more of a challenge. You got these blocked off areas, and you gotta make sure that you're not falling into the slime pit here. And then you gotta make sure that you kill the enemies in the right order and that sort of thing, so you don't lose hearts, lose lives. And here's where it starts to get increasingly more difficult when we start going up these pipes here. Lots of free lives happen if you're collecting the flower cards. And so, see, now we got a flying squirrel, and now we got the lobster. And so, in a lot of ways, I think that Mario Wii really stole from this old Chip and Dale game. And there, there I died. Game overall fairly easy. This is about as difficult as it gets. These last three stages here, and after we get through those, we're gonna get to our final boss. Okay, so as far as bosses go, Fat Cat is pretty easy. You just kind of throw the ball at him, just like everything else. And then the ending, because it's a NES game, is kind of lame because it's just a bunch of text, and kind of gives you, at least it gives you the ending, and you beat the game. That's very satisfying. But most NES endings are very weak, even if it's a long, huge adventure like something like Zelda 2. Don't really count on the ending being as good as something like Link Between Worlds on the 3DS or anything like that. The Rescue Rangers ending is no different. It's a basic NES ending. So can't really knock it for that. So there you have it, Rescue Rangers for the NES. The game that is covered in nostalgia, does it hold up? I think it does. I think it's a great game. I believe IGN or somebody ranked it 79 out of 100 for the top 100 NES games. I think there was 750 NES games, so to be in the top 100 means that the game is solid. It's a little bit easy. It's not as challenging as, say, Mega Man 2 or Mega Man 3, obviously, but it's a fun play. It's a fun hour-long game, which is fine back in the NES days. Probably the first time you played it through, especially if you were younger, like most of us were when we played this, it wasn't as easy as it is now. And it's just like those other NES games. You keep playing, and then you die, and then you're like, okay, you learn your lesson, and you get better at it. So I would give the game probably about an 8 out of 10. I think it was great, a great playthrough. It was great to reminisce about Rescue Rangers, one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Always been a huge fan of Chip and Dale, and Roger Rabbit, who makes a cameo in the movie the new movie as well. The new movie was solid. I recommend you see it, especially if you like Roger Rabbit. If you like when the cartoons invade real life and you get to see both combined together, and you want to see a new twist on it by adding a little CGI, and you want to have that Rescue Ranger nostalgia and see some of your old favorite cartoons in the video as well as some things from the video game universe, funny enough, I won't spoil it, then I definitely recommend going on Disney Plus and watching it. And most people have Disney Plus, so it's a free watch at that point. So this is going to be a great weekend for a lot of you. Pull out your old Rescue Rangers game, watch the movie. Think about all your Rescue Rangers memories. Please comment down below the Rescue Ranger memories you have. Definitely a childhood favorite. Very fond memories of the Rescue Rangers. Thanks for watching Steps Gaming, and please remember to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to this channel so you can see what I got coming next. And I'll see you in the next one.